welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Quinn and I'm an artist based in the Tampa Bay area. And this is going to be probably the first of many videos where I talk about my studio and what it looks like in here and all the things that I have and use and just exist with while I'm painting. So before we get started, be sure to like and subscribe and all those like social media things. Follow me on Instagram, TikTok, literally wherever you can follow somebody that's not like stalking them in real life. And let's get into it. If you're wondering what all this stuff is, these are just shelves. This is like a shelf thing I got from IKEA. There's like 16 cubes, and yeah, they just hold a bunch of stuff, and I will explain. So toys, because you know you can never have too many toys. I've got a Slinky reference, Rubik's Cube, a Magic 8-ball, tech deck, very important. I've got 3 different types of water guns, because like, why would you just have one? Then you're just gonna like, that seems unfair. All right, so those are all the toys that I have in that first little cubby. Next, we've got spray paints and dyes. I don't know why I put them together, mostly because like shape, I guess. Rust-Oleum for like cabinets, shelves. I painted my shelves with these, not cabinets. And then we got the good old Montana brand 94 because I am still learning, and these are the cheapest option. Next, we got all of my mediums. That's like gloss medium, slow dry blending medium, some airbrush cleaner because I have an airbrush, Gambar gloss, bougie, and then some other random junk. This is where all of my paintbrushes kind of go to die, but like maybe they'll get a second chance. So we've got like really old crusty brushes that like I might need for something. Just a lot of markers because you can never have too many markers. I also have my like SpongeBob sculptures here. I have no idea what this one is, but it was a blind box and it was SpongeBob based, so I got it. And I have a little SpongeBob, my neighbors. And then I have a Mr. Krabs. He has another pair of eyes too, but this one has a little brain on it, so we keep this one out. Back here I got my big brushes. These are for covering large areas, but honestly they're so pretty that I hate using them. Like this one, I just have it. Like I'm not probably ever gonna use it. It's just pretty. So next up, we've got these cabinets I installed myself. You know, I'm a strong woman. First up, we got a whole sewing machine in there. Sewing machine. Next, we have these drawers. I don't know if you'll be able to even see what's in them. Cables, just like literally cables for things. Adapters for things. My old iPods. This is aprons, like painting aprons. And then like a box of random miscellaneous junk. I got knives, paper clips, mini clothespins, jumbo paper clips, little sim tools, glitter, 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 lots of glitter in there, and little screen gloves. Oh, under the cables, I have more electronics, like battery packs, hand warmers, because I'm a cold girl, charging blocks, a mini microphone, and honestly, I should just use this for the rest of the time, even though I clearly have one attached to me, just to confuse the people. Like, why does she have two mics? Does she know something we don't know? Do I? And then in here we've got Poscas, Sharpies, and lots of erasers, like Prismacolors. Over here we've got every single sketchbook that I have had, that I still have, because I don't keep sketchbooks very long. I will rip out all the pages and do like everything else but sketch in them. So as we get lower, we've got all sorts of paints. We've got acrylic paints, like literally acrylic paints. I don't really know another way to describe them. They're all from Walmart, like literally the cheapest things you can get out there. I do have more acrylic paints, but these are a little bit more like high-end paints. I got like the Liquitex bold colors. That's not the high-end part. I've got some golden, well, okay, there are some Walmart paints mixed in there, but like the bigger tubes, like more paint, glow-in-the-dark paint, neon colors, a bunch of sprinkles that I spent way too long making that go on clay things, Mod Podge, spackle, and then a bunch of clay items that I have made, and then all of my art books, 30,000 years of art. These are literally just like junk drawers, yarn, a bunch of tubes if I ever do live painting or I have to take paint somewhere or like save paint, silicone molds that I have, so, or like clay, you can put clay in these and let it harden and be things, tons of molds for all sorts of things. And this last drawer is all sewing stuff that doesn't really fit anywhere else. All right, so here we've got the painting area where I do all of my painting. So I've got my easel here, which is multi-functional. It can be like folded a bunch of different ways to make it easier depending on if I'm drawing, painting, varnishing, like whatever I'm doing. So highly recommend. Got that from Blick. It was only like $120, but I did get it a few years ago, so inflation might be real. Next, we've got my little like table here, desk. It was like a $20 desk that I got from Walmart, and yeah, I painted it to match my aesthetic a little bit more, and then I got more paint all over it. So this is what I use to hold all of my brushes. These are the Blick Scholastic long, like they were golden, but they're not golden anymore. I like those. And next, SpongeBob holds all of my little brushes, like smaller detail brushes or just like short handle brushes. Next, I've got some Gamblin refined linseed oil. I use a lot of this when I am painting, which is why it looks like this. I get it everywhere. Yeah, take better care of it than I do, but highly recommend. This is what I use to clean my brushes while I'm painting. It's got a spot up top to hold brushes and a reservoir at the bottom to hold the paint thinner. And this is my paint palette paper. Yeah, literally just tears off in sheets. And then I have towels to wipe my brushes off. So yeah, this is my painting area. I get a lot of work done over here. know why I'm trying to awkwardly show you all these things on my desk and around my desk with my camera in my hands. I can just add in those shots later and talk about it like I do a voiceover. But yeah, some things I do want to highlight that I use pretty often, and again, I'll probably just put in other videos of this, but you'll see me talking about it too. It'll be like next to my face if that matters. There's a lot of stuff over here that I use that I definitely want to touch on. We've got liquid. Definitely helps to speed up the drying time of your paints. So if you are a little bit impatient but you still want to work with the slow blending times of oil paints, but you need your painting to be dry like maybe this week, go ahead and add some of this in there. Really nice. It's the consistency of like jelly though, so keep that in mind. The main oil brand that I use is Winsor & Newton. I get them from Blick. Kind of pricey right now, and like the last couple of years they've just been going up in price, but like inflation. So yeah, get a big tube if you can help it. I also will dabble every now and then in the Gamblin 1980s. Even more expensive but highly pigmented paints if you want to do something like that. I also use these Paul Rubin brand, a little bit like weird texture, like kind of snotty, if I can really describe it as anything. So I heard someone say that they only use these for the final layer, and that is great advice because you'll stress yourself out trying to use these for the full layer. But you can get them on Amazon for like 48 tubes like this size for I think like 40 bucks. I don't paint with a lot of tapes, but I do keep tape. A little container of linseed oil from Mona Lisa. These silicoil paint tubes are really helpful for being able to keep my paint somewhere. You get a nice little coil inside to help you separate. This one's pretty gross, but I highly recommend getting these. These are only like $10 at Blick. I cannot stress how much everybody needs one of these paint crimpers. You put your paint in there, you close it, and you twist. Definitely makes it helpful to get that last little bit of paint out. These are only like $5 or $10. Like seriously, go get one. I use this Mona Lisa brand paint thinner to fill up those cleaning tanks so that my brushes will stay clean and not crusty, even though they end up crusty anyway. And to make this look cooler, I absolutely put it in something different, which is this. It's just full of that same liquid. Generally for backgrounds, or if I need to add a quick layer of acrylic over a pencil sketch. That way my acrylic, like the pencil isn't blending into the oil paints, because if you have yellow, it'll get like mucky ground, like brownish, so yeah. Typically I have more of these, but I've done a couple of murals recently, and these are also brushes that I would use for a mural. I have this Gamvar matte solution for like varnishing pictures. Really expensive, but the matte version is top tier. On the bottom shelf, I have just a bunch of towels. They're made out of drop cloth. I use them for wiping off my brushes. And this is just an old coffee tin that I painted blue with some spray paint. I have palette knives that I use. These are cheap. They came from a set on Amazon. They've got paint all over them, but definitely helpful when I'm mixing my oil paints. This is a paint spatula. As you can see, I use pink glass, but you can use this to, you know, put paint on things. Really easy to clean. It's also made out of silicone. It's by a brand called Catalyst. Also, with an honorable mention, I've got my mom stick that I have made myself. It is a old curtain rod with a hair tie and some other things, but it does the job. So that's everything that I have to share with you. Thank you so much for going on this journey of all the things that I have in my studio, why I use them and why I have them. If you have any questions, definitely let me know in the comments and I will do my best to answer them. But other than that, thank you so much for going on this journey with me. And to give you a little surprise, you can see how my dog is laying over there, just slumped in the corner here. He's the cutest. All right, thanks for joining me. Bye.